Here's a new set of patch notes from the Pre-Patch Podcast. Check it out.
So EA, small, really small indie dev company. I don't know if a lot of you guys actually know who EA is. Electronic Arts, and they've not been around for a long time. There's like two people. No, I kid. This huge organization, been around forever. Electronic Arts, which was EA Games, is now being renamed to EA Entertainment. In a move to split itself from EA Sports into two separate organizations that used to basically just be EA Studios. Um, I think Enigma, you said that like this is your in your head, this is a play for them to
Yeah,
split it off to get bought.
in my personal opinion, it feels like that. To me, they're looking at this Activision Blizzard acquisition, and they're going, well, if they're having that many issues, like getting purchased as a whole, like the easiest, and we've seen it with Activision where they've already talked about possibly splitting the company out to sell it, right? After the initial FTC claims started happening, right? They were like, well, we could just split the company and sell it off individually, you know. That to me seems like, in my eyes, reading up about this, and when I heard about this originally, I was like, I'm wondering if that's like their initial steps into being like, hey, hey, Microsoft, if you want to spend 69 billion on EA Entertainment, here you go. There you go. That's what it sounds
Yeah.
like to me personally. Granted,
Bill, what's your
it
take on
could
this?
it could also just be that they're trying to separate the brands. Maybe they're, because like I know that EA's sports, like a lot of their sports stuff, is vastly different in monetization in comparison to their
It's
games,
their most
right?
profitable.
It's their
It's their
most
biggest profit
profitable,
driver.
exactly. So that could be a big deal with it too. Is they're just trying to split that off so that they can do even more stupid, shady shit for the EA games shit without having to affect their games. But I highly doubt that.
Yeah.
Bill, your
I
thoughts on this?
I don't really have much of an opinion on it. It just seems like a separating of the brands. I think it
I
would be easier for them to dole out specific IPs if they so choose to. So yeah,
For
it
sure.
would be a little bit easier, like since it's not under the singular umbrella. But I don't think it's going to have much impact on EA as a company.
I do wonder what sparked my interest was in this was whenever when it siphoned off the sports part from it, because to me I think maybe what's keeping EA from the higher ups in the board of wanting to sell is the EA Sports because it
Yeah,
is so profitable
it's
that maybe
huge
this was
profit.
like, hey, we're gonna keep EA Sports, but you guys can have everything else. Like you can
Exactly. Yeah.
have the rest of this,
Well,
if you
we've
want
we've
it.
seen
Because
we've seen before
also,
that they don't give a shit about their base gaming franchises, right? Like
well,
the
I mean, they just moved over Star Wars: The Old Republic to a third party developer.
yeah,
Like it's on its way over to third party, which is crazy.
yeah,
So I don't. Yeah, I mean, it's when you look at it, it's saying that basically Dice, Respawn, Ripple Effect, Ridgeline, which is Battlefield games, Full Circle, which is Skate, and Motive Studio, which is Iron Man, and Seattle Studio, BioWare, and the original EA labels will stay intact. And then they're gonna siphon off just the sports section to be its own thing. So I don't know. Yeah, it's it's interesting. Maybe Embracer Group is gonna buy them. Who fucking knows? Embracer
I
Group
mean,
buys
whatever
everything.
it is, it's going to be one of those things like they're going to be open for it. I think that's why they're doing it. Is again, I think they're breaking off to sell. I think that's their major reason for doing it. Is they're trying to flag down these bigger companies and being like, hey, here's a juicy piece of meat, come and get it.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed the patch notes. And if you want to see more from the Pre-Patch Podcast, don't forget to check us out live every Thursday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, or at anchor.fm/Pre-Patch Podcast, or wherever podcasts are listened to. Hope to see you there. Much love.